Scouser.
Preseason, how much of an importance do you give Galley to scores, to play? I know sometimes the team that wins the preseason sucks in the season and vice versa. I mean, I'm personally more looking for players and more like relationships between players. That's why I'm hoping there's a mix of some of these guys and stuff. But you don't care about the score. What do you care about? Just staying healthy?
I care about injury. I care about continuity. And I care about seeing progression. And if there's one thing that I'm never worried about with the Jurgen Klopp side, is that they're training hard and that they're training well. And if we've seen anything, I think the most important thing is that they're on the road again together as a squad. It's the first tour that they've done since 2019. I know Klopp must have talked about that about 8 different times, how much they take from these tours through the Middle East, how much they take these tours through, America when they come here, both the camaraderie that it creates, and then more importantly, the energy that they get when they meet the supporters across the world. And anybody who saw the signs of, I think it was 25,000 people the first day showed up for their open forum of practice. You get 25,000 people in Bangkok showing up to watch people practice. That just shows the depth and the importance of this club. And I think that permeates through the players. So for me, it's about health. It's about the continuity and seeing the new players fit in. And, Paul mentioned Gomez. That would be something I'd say. If you ask me one existing player, I'm excited to see Joe Gomez this preseason because he signed that extension because he believes he can win himself back in. After me and Paul have been telling everybody who will listen to this podcast that Konate might be the future of the back line, let alone the future partner for Van Dijk. And I genuinely think we're going to see a lot of Konate and Gomez at times this year as a pairing. I think this is the year Virgil actually gets a break that allows him to be world-class for 3 or 4 more extra seasons. And I don't think he'll start every match available to him like he has. And I'm really excited to see Gomez get back. And I know all the Matip lovers out there are probably like, Gally, that's what you do. You just write guys off. I'm not writing them off, but you can't love everybody. And I think that right now I'm loving me a little Joe Gomez because ultimately he put his money where his mouth is, what I'm always asking players to do. Go sign a contract somewhere else and get your career on, or sign it here and tell me you're going to fight and win your job back. And Gomez basically dropped the hammer this week and said, one of these 2 jobs is mine.
That's a very ballsy move.
It is a ballsy move, but I mean, like I said, we don't know the conversations. We don't know what role he's going to actually play. I really think, we should, if we're not we should definitely rotate Van Dijk more and not run him into the ground and force a muscle injury or something like that after all the games he's had. And that's what's odd. Alan says, Are you really saying that Carvalho and Elliott could rescue Liverpool's season post the World Cup? And that's another thing. I think, man, when I look at this team, this is what I find really odd. As we get geared up for the season, we actually ended up, I look at the enthusiasm and the excitement that fans have. Obviously, part of it is, they're finally back. But, you look at the offseason, if you think about it, we lost a player like Mane, who could have, easily won Player of the Year and all that kinds of awards and stuff like that. But yet, normally when you lose a player like that, I feel like there will be more worry. But instead, I feel a lot more optimism from the fans more than anything else. I think Nunez's transfer helps that. Whether it's just because of the price tag that, we did the investment in that sense. But, all these players we're listing, Carvalho, Elliott, Bobby coming back. Speaking of people being written off too fast by Galley, poor Bobby is going to be back. I'm really, in terms of players talking about, his is Gomez, because, he probably wrote Gomez up 6 months ago, mind you. But no,
I told you that he should have asked for a transfer in January.